Hi friends, it's Michelle Pegler of Gingy Makes Quilts, and I have a short video for you today about quilting, specifically planning out custom quilting for my new Undersea quilt. This is the printout of it. The real thing is over there, ready to be quilted. So I'm just going to talk you through a little bit of my process and my overall plan for this quilt. The first thing that I will tell you is that this is the backing color. This quilt is for my son, and he loves bright colors. He actually helped decide what animals were going to be in this quilt and where they would go. He also helped pick fabrics for the sky and the water. So I very much wanted him to be involved in picking the backing as well. His favorite color is orange, and no surprise, he went with this very vibrant orange cuddle fabric, which is wonderful. I am not sure I'm going to use that as the binding yet. I might use a different cuddle fabric as the binding, but this is definitely the back. So one of the first things I do before I start quilting is pick a thread color. I pulled out some options here that I was going to consider. Some of these are variegated threads, and then I also did pull a single solid thread, but I tend toward variegated threads more, so I have a lot more of those options. This is kind of a light apricot color. Some of the variegated ones I considered are Pixie Dust, Fantastico Pixie Dust. That's a favorite that blends into almost any color you want it to. I also considered maybe changing thread colors throughout the quilt, like maybe I use this one for the sky and the sand at the bottom, but I use this kind of medium dark bluish variegated through all of the water. Ultimately though, I am not going to switch thread colors, and I'm going to use only one, and I have landed on this one. This is Fantastico 50, I wish I could get that to focus, 5024, which is named Opalescence. So this is a wonderful variegated thread that has like all different colors in it, and they're very pastel. So there's light yellow, orange, pink, green, purple, and blue. And when I took a strand of it and laid it, on lots of different parts of the actual quilt top, it blends really nicely with all the parts of the quilt, and I think it's going to be wonderful. So that was step one, pick the thread color. That's going to be it. The second step is I have to figure out how I'm going to quilt this thing, and I really wanted to use the quilting to add texture and movement, especially in the background parts. So I kind of imagined the wind blowing in the sky, as here in Oregon, at the Oregon coast, it's always pretty windy at the beach. I wanted to add some sort of like green grassy texture to the hill, and then of course there's most of this is ocean, and I wanted to maybe do some kind of swirly, bubbly designs. So to figure all that out, I go to several quilting books that I actually love. I have a bunch here by Angela Walters, Shape by Shape, and then this other one she has. And then another one I always look through is this Free Motion Combinations book by Christina Camelli, where she shows you like individual little motifs and then how to combine them together to get different vibes. So I have marked a bunch of pages in here and kind of decided different motifs that I'll be putting in the different areas. I have not quite figured out what to do about all the animals yet. I'm just gonna kind of see where my heart takes me on those, and when I get there, just figure out some sort of geometric design or kind of organic filler that I like in the moment. We're just gonna play it by ear and trust my gut on that one. Another thing I often do as part of my process is I try to doodle things and see what I like. So I was doodling some like swirly paisleys with clouds, just some ideas. I watched a video that's actually by Angela Walters where she shows some different ways to free motion quilt sky backgrounds, and I'll go ahead and link it in the description for this video, but you might see that some of these things were a little bit inspired by her tips in that other video. So that is my plan. I will most likely make another video following this showing the final result of the quilting in the different areas of this quilt. But overall, I am very excited to get started, and I'll catch you later. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.